Good morning. Yesterday, I did a podcast interview about my book Moments Matter and the topic Moments Matter and how I came up with that. And I shared a little bit about how that story came together about Moments Matter. The title is after I had the opportunity to meet a couple of my neighbors who were Holocaust survivors. And not only did they survive, but they thrived and they had lived a long life. And I heard this story. I said, especially really relevant on today is Holocaust Remembrance Day in Israel. So it was not only timely, but very relevant. And then she asked me a question I'd never been asked before. It's like, what was one of the first moment in your life that you really remember something that really mattered to you? And I had to think for a minute because I never got that question. But I thought back in second grade, and I was in history class, and I loved history. And we were all given this assignment to go out and get a subject and somebody who was famous and talk about it. It was a report, and it was the second grade, so it wasn't that big a deal. But I picked John Kennedy's inauguration speech when he said that ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. And I said, one of the things I remember from doing that speech, I sort of said, one of the things, it was about sacrifice. I was one of the first things I learned because you got to remember, this is 1967, 68. When the Vietnam War was just starting up, there was turmoil in the country. It's sort of like today, people were not coming together. And all of a sudden I said this thing, I said, one thing that I really remember is I really, really appreciate what President Kennedy said. I was a baby boomer of that age, so it really was relative to me. And as I started thinking about that, I said, how many of these kind of things in people's lives, when that first moment that mattered, that they still remember, and how it's impacted them not only from that point from 30, 40, 50 years on. So think about in your life, what was your first moment that something and you remembered that something mattered that still stuck with you, that's impacted you to this day? See if you can think back to that and see all these moments in your life, how they do add up and why they do matter. Would you like to unlock the power of servant leadership? My program, The Voice of Personal Leadership, will show you how to leverage the power of servant leadership to optimize your business growth, engage and retain your key relationships, streamline your processes, and exceed in your business and business goals and personal goals, making your next year better than the last 10 years combined. I'm truly excited about this program with sharing all these strategies with a select group of people. If you're interested, please email me at dave@davesandersonspeaks.com. We'll be right back with you. I'll explain a lot more about all the things we're doing in this program to impact your life and, more importantly, impact somebody else's life. But until next time, remember to create your own flight plan for your future. And all the moments in your life happen for a reason and a purpose, and they do serve you because all the moments in your life matter. And go out and impact somebody's life today. Make it an outstanding day.